Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is cold, 39 degrees. Yikes, yikes. But at least we don't have snow. Woohoo! We probably will never have. Well, we have had snow here once since we've been here. But it was just a dusting, and it didn't even settle on the sands enough so that you could see it. Sorry, I was putting away my hole puncher. A couple things before we get started. Sometimes I think I lead a very boring life. And I kind of do, because when I'm not arting or traveling or sewing, I'm rather much of a sloth. And that's the reason why my spirit animal is a sloth. But when you see this, how can you possibly think you're a boring person? Right? It's almost done. It is so thick. I really have to concentrate on like the last 2 months and add color. I've got tons of stuff. You know, this is your life. I like to record history. I like to record like printables from people that I follow on Patreon. I like to record sunrises, obviously, here. Football. Menus. Stuff from stores. Again, history. Stuff that makes me feel comfortable. What I'm doing on YouTube, my journal this month, the New Yorker. This is all the covers that I'm using. Food, stuff I bought, problems. These are the pumpkin pie chronicles. All the problems I've had with my first 3 pumpkin pies of this year. Receipts, fruit labels, or animal or produce labels. Politics, because you know that's a disaster in this country. Just anything I can find. I'm happy as a clam. You know, birthdays of my favorite textile artists, crazy things my husband says, the crazy dog that we have here. It is so much fun. So the shrimp boat out the window. Feeling comfortable. This was the kit from Alley Works this month. If I haven't already said this to you or you're new, I really like this kit. And I don't use them the way they're intended, I don't think. But feeling comfortable. My December daily project has given me so many gifts this month. It really has. Where we went last night, our receipts. Where I went shopping yesterday for myself. And speaking of that, what I got at this one store. It's a beautiful gift shop. But in the corner, they have a used book section. And I think it's like through her church, and all the proceeds from the used books go to charity or her church or however they use them. And I like a book for its cover or title. This is going to be an altered book. So if this is your book and you wrote it, I apologize because I am going to put beautiful art on the inside. But the world is your oyster. Perfect for a beach journal. And I made sure that it had that on the spine, which is how I'm going to use it. I'm not going to use this cover. I might cut it up and put it inside. But I will take out a few pages. You know, I'll take out like 3 and then save 2. And take out 3 and save 2. Glue 2 together to make them thick. Although, what is this? Postcards from the Edge. What is this? I don't even know what this is. In the fall of 1995, I set out to become a global investor, convinced that limiting my investments to the U.S. stock market, though certainly home to some of the world's truly great corporations, restricted the opportunities to profit from the growth of companies building the products, selling the goods, and providing the services responsible for the economics expanding beyond America's shores. That is one sentence. Holy mackerel. I guess this is about investing in world markets? I don't know. It had a great title. When was it written? 2008. That's weird. That's weird too, because the stock market took a huge jump yesterday. Or maybe day before yesterday. I don't know. It was in the last day or two. I think this is about investing globally. Maybe I should read it. I can buy more art products if I do well. But anyhow, I just thought that was cool. I'm like, I will take that. The fact that it's white is interesting. Interesting. But it has signatures, so that I can remove the papers maybe like in the middle of each signature that way, and then work my way from the middle of each 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 signatures. I can work my way through the middle and kind of protect the integrity of the spine, theoretically. There's that word again. But anyhow, that was fun. But then this is not rocket science here. It's in a cinch, probably professionally, but it's a watercolor workbook. This lady lives in, according to the gift shop owner, she lives in Washington State, and she's an artist. And I looked up on her website, EmilyLexStudio.com. I'm going to kind of put this here, but don't look at the price. It was kind of overpriced for what it is, but it is very good quality. Okay. And it is her artwork also. So what it does is, did she sign each page? She might have signed each page. But what it does is mixing watercolors to get the colors she wants you to use. And here's the practice, her page. Step by step, with a pencil, lightly draw a pattern on the sails, like the stripes on this sail. And here's the colors you need to achieve. She drew the thing for you, because that's the part I can't do, is draw it, and then you paint it. And it's 100 GSM paper, so it's not, it doesn't have tooth, it's slick. Cut along the dotted line to remove your artwork. Use this to practice your sketching and painting. And then the next one is a crab, which I love this. If she has a sandpiper, I'm going to die. No, but she does have a seagull. And seashells. Maybe I'll learn how to do seashells for once and for all. But, I mean, it's just beautiful. She had seaside, flowers, birds, Christmas. I think she has an autumn one. And she didn't have that in stock at the gift shop. But I looked on her website, and it's not Halloween. It's more like leaves and pumpkin pie. And I mean, it's beautiful, but I want it like Halloween in your face. So anyhow, I don't even know if I have, oh my God, look at the octopus. I don't even know if I have the nerve to start it in here first. I might like practice on pieces of paper, but oh, the seagull, that's a great shape for me. Oh, I love that. Anyhow, I bought that. That was like my birthday present to myself, besides my air plants, which hopefully I remembered to put them in yesterday. Okay, so now, I have January's project all solidified in my mind and on my notes section of my phone. But I can't tell you yet. But I think what I'm going to do before I start, just to kind of get it out of my system. Sometimes when things are nagging at my system, it influences what happens here. And it's usually not for the best. So if I get that thing nagging out of my system done, this becomes much more peaceful in my head. So we're going to do that first. We'll be back. So what did I have to get out of my system? My cigar box here that has all my little snippets was overflowing, as you can well imagine. And if you open the lid, it does look like a Jack-in-the-Box. But it's much better than it used to be. Oh, here's a paper clip. Let's use that. It's much better than it used to be. I could probably go through here and throw all of it away. It's just stuff like this. Tons of it. Edges from something. Pieces of what's left that I've ripped. What was that? Huh. I think I've used this on a jelly plate. Okay. There's just so much in here. Ooh, this is pretty. I think I made some of these last year. Oh, I might put that in there. Okay. So, I kind of get it in some kind of organization so that I can close the lid. And I took out decent sized pieces, probably at home what I would call medium sized pieces. And I made 3 signatures. And it's all just mishmash, pieces big enough to do something with. And they're just junk journals. I guess I could take these apart a little bit better. But I'm trying to not lose like leftover stuff from Halloween, book pages that I painted some on, magazine pages that I just ripped out, construction paper left over, stuff that I painted but was big enough chunks to put in here. And I wanted them purposely all different sizes. So I have 3 of those now. You know, this paper, the sermon paper, still made it in here. There's sermon paper everywhere still. That was from last Halloween that I picked up 2 Decembers ago. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff. Children's books, swirls on paint, windows from envelopes, trash bags, brown paper bags. Hercule Poirot, you know, he was a big part of my life. He still is. So, I mean, I have 3 of them. And when I get home, I think I'm going to staple them in the center of each section and somehow attach them for when I get home. So this is going home in my to-go bag. And I've created a little kit for myself. There's some stuff that I have pictures of things that a picture of a quilt that I love. Bonnie Hunter. Little pictures of houses that I did at Thanksgiving, tiny bits. Oh, there's a pumpkin, but I might use that side. Something I did for words that I needed for, oh, this was from the Halloween journal too, when the lawyers were involved. Codicil, forged, probate, handwriting. I don't know where that came from. It's a book page. Milk lids, pictures of milk lids, antique milk lids. A painter that I loved his stuff that I photocopied it. And they're going to go individually in my thing. This is, oh gosh, what is that lady's name on that book that I love? I have 2 or 3. Anyhow, that's the cover. This is my great-great-great-grandmother's artwork, a picture of it from home. She was the first in the class where women were the first to graduate at the University of Michigan or Michigan State. I think it was University of Michigan. And one of her projects in art school was to take a piece of fabric and replicate it. So this is a piece of plaid fabric, and it's been replicated. My mom and dad framed that years and years ago, and I now have it. Ephemera magazine. Something that good postage from Charlotte. I might not put that in. Okay. Part of a dictionary page. You know, I love these things. Just things that I love. Letters. And I'm going to use those as some of the fodder. This is an onion skin. That must be from a sticker that I put in my Hobonichi. Somehow the onion skin is still around. See, this is an old book and I can't throw that away, so I'm sticking it in the box. Which now it fits. I might put these in. These are some more things that I found from somebody I love in their art, and just put it in this book as inspiration for me. So there's some fodder that I'm going to include with this little kit. In fact, I think I have an Allie Edwards envelope here from her old kits. I'm going to put this stuff in there so it doesn't get messed up when it's being transported back and forth. I don't know if I'm going to put these whole or cut them, so I'm just going to fold them in the seams. This will fit. Yeah, okay. Get back in there. These people don't want to go. Anyhow, I don't think the actual journal will fit in here. But I could put it like in a Ziploc or something that it'll transport home. Okay. Or maybe it will. It's small. Oh, it will. I don't know if this is going to be for next month or February, but I cleaned out my paper box project, ready to go. That's just how we work around here. I got it out of my system, and I think I'm going to paint these. There goes the dog. And make some washi tape strips of my own. Ignore the husband and the dog. Sorry. In that box, I found this cute cardstock. Oh, gosh. He'll calm down after a minute. Cute cardstock. I found these. That's going in that kit, too. Because I might, number the days. but, oh, and look, I said I was only going to work till like 27th every day, and it ends on 27. I can replace the ones that are missing, but that can go in here. Or not, I don't know, but it'll be in there. It'll be in there. Okay, so now we're going to concentrate on this guy. This is from 1965. Santa's going to work on a subway. I might use this. I don't know. I just thought it had the right amounts of red and green. But I don't know how I'm going to make it work in here. But oh, melted snowman. That was fun. I did not prep this page in any way because I'm really not sure how I'm going to do this. What am I looking at if I were looking through abstract eyes, which I guess I am? I see like rectangles. I see black boots. I see various shapes of like ovals of white beards. I see red, white, and black. And a tiny bit of like a really light mint ice cream green and gray. Let me go through this other stack of whole paper and see if I see anything in there that kind of screams at me. Santa's on subways. See, now I can remove this one too, because it's too small to be in this. Oh gosh. This is my stuff that I moved around and added stuff to on Procreate. I love that. Maybe I'll put that in that kit so I can add these to some pages. Okay, here's Marilyn Monroe. She does not scream Santa today. Tomorrow she might. That's kind of like the right mint green. I don't know if I want that because there's so much other color. Oh, no, too bright. I love that, but not appropriate for today. No. Blur. That's too much blue. Where was this when I was looking for blue paper? I don't know. More. That's too much green. I love this, but not appropriate for today. I do have a Daphne's Diary. You know, I picked up the black and whites. Oh, now wait a minute. Could these be Santa boots? Somehow, some of these blacks? Or maybe a Santa falls off the subway and he's seeing stars? I don't know. I might hold these black and white ones out, because they're kind of like screaming at me, the boots. I don't know. Abstract, remember abstract. Oh, this is my own paper in black and white. Okay, Tim Holtz, I love you, but you're not going to be appropriate for this one either. Although, sometimes there was a red-ish. Maybe it was like maroon. I may have already used it. Okay, we're going to put that back in. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here's some more like Kelly Purkey, when she was still Kelly Purkey. See? Squirrel. Could this be construed as red? Possibly. Ooh, now that can be construed as red. We might use this. We'll hold this one out. Oh, I love the hedge. What is this? What is this called? I can't, my mind is blank. Not hedgehog. Okay, back to this pile. Got a little distracted over there, but that's okay. Distracted for good. That has too much mini coffins and crows in it. Windows, no. Beach, no. I don't even know what all that is. Oh, this is on sticker paper. Too much orange. Halloween fun. No. I don't think. It's not screaming Santa. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Red, black, with some more red added to it. Quite possibly. That just became a winner. Oh my God. Last night I had mussels with linguine and white wine sauce. Oh my God. That's too much blood. Red for Santa. We don't want to kill him. We just want him to deliver our packages. Oh, but we walked on the marsh walk, which I'm going to try to remember to add pictures at the end here. Down in Murrells Inlet, and saw herons. What was I going to? Oh, but on the railings of the marsh walk, they had tablets, like little spiral notepads, nailed to the railings, and you could write like your wish list to Santa and then put it in a stocking right there. It was the cutest thing. Cutest thing. Okay, so we've gone through, that's our big set of paper, pretty much. And that place. There's other places. But I'm kind of wondering if we can't use this as our background somehow. It needs to be more red than pink red, like magenta red. Although this could be a modern Santa. I don't know. What is all this? Oh, I like that. Houndstooth. That's what that's called. Squirrel. I might add that. These two reds don't really... This one might look right if I add more of a red hue to this. Okay. But I think we're going to do away with Santa Sings Stars. I might cut some of these out and some of these, or I might just make shapes over the top of these. I'm going to leave these two here for inspiration. Okay. This paper's all bent. Upsetting me. Now I do have an actual paper pad. Let's see if we have like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Do we have like a cream? I like this. This might work. Are the Santa singing on the subway? Possibly. Oh, there's no green, but I love that green. I guess I don't need to hoard it. I've had it for... Ooh, I like that red better, actually. I love the pattern in it. Like damask or something. Well, they might all be in there. When was this made? 2019. Not too old. Oh. Oh. I think we're going to do away with this because we have to work with it too much to get it to where we want it. And we already have stuff here where we want it. Okay. Straighten up and fly right paper. All right. Let's put this back. I'm trying to keep this craft room semi-neat. This is probably like a really dark navy blue, but we're going to go with it anyhow. Okay, so now, if I put sections of these here, maybe not quite that big, a section of, cut out circles of this. I'm not going to cut out circles. I'm going to cut out rectangles because they're more of a rectangle shape. Or I could cut out ovals to represent kind of like their beard shape. I'm going to cut out ovals. Can I cut out ovals? I don't know. All right. I really need one more cream color. If I cut this in half somehow. Not quite in half though. So yes, we had a wonderful dinner last night. I'm going to cut a little bit of this. Just a little bit. My husband had halibut. And we were trying to remember where we had halibut in Alaska, which we think it was Ketchikan. On the docks, in a restaurant, you get a little spoiled. And it's like, oh, this isn't quite as... And it was good. It was good. but it wasn't as fresh as when it comes off the boat and it's cooked right then and there, practically, in Alaska. But I guess that's not fair. But my mussels, to be fair, I've never had Prince Edward Island mussels. Isn't that where the famous ones come from? I think so. I've never had those. So I don't know if I'm eating good mussels or bad mussels, but they tasted good, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to put this here. Yes, okay, that's good. But I love this one. And it actually matches that better. Okay, perfect, perfect. This is very thick. I think I better go for a Yoo-hoo. My Elmer's, even though it's extreme, it's not quite as good. And I'm not as careful with the glue as I should be, as thorough. This might be another long video, people. It's okay, it's Christmas, right? Bella comes tomorrow. I said something to Gunnar. Oh dear, I lost a piece of paper. I said, Gunnar, Bella's coming tomorrow. His ears perked up. What? He knows who she is. Even though she does not like him because he is too much of a brat for her. She's constantly saying, get out of here. This has some torn edges, and I'm going to put the torn edges towards the center because I kind of like that look, and you can see them better. Now, this is going to be problematic because it's over, well, working with 3 signatures has helped the lumpy left, for sure. Long glue stick. So that's a good plus. I could use double-sided tape, but I'm going to try to just do it this way. I fight with that. I might have to do it on this piece, though. I fight with that double-sided tape all the time. So, yep, we went to my favorite restaurant down on Murrells Inlet. We don't like the huge... If you know anything about Murrells Inlet, there's a whole section at the Marsh Walk area that is tourist seafood. No meanness meant towards the restaurants, because most of them are clients of my husband's at one time or another. But it's overpriced tourist seafood. Does that make it a little better? And I realize they're in the business of making money. They're not there for our pleasure, believe it or not. Okay, that's a little better here. That'll survive the spine a little better. But Costa is where we went, and it's more of the local crowd. You can tell because there were a lot of, they just, even though they might be snowbirds, but they're more local. Now, I have some leftover little spines here. I'm thinking I'm going to put them in a couple places to kind of create. I haven't hit the camera yet, so that's good. Yesterday's was a mess. Sorry about that. I guess I should have figured if I hit my head on it, I surely moved the camera. But it didn't dawn on me till I was turning off the camera. Great. Okay, this needs to be torn. That might go in the little box of scraps. I don't know. We still might use it. I don't know. And this, I think I'm going to put like right there. Yeah. Now this is really thick cardstock, so I'm really pushing the limit here with just using glue sticks, but I'm going to try. Now, ovals. I think I'm going to have to draw with a pencil. And they don't need to be perfect because they're like the shape of their beards hanging off their chins, right? And some are shorter than others. Some didn't start growing theirs as early as others. Some are wider. I really don't want too many. And I don't want an even amount. So let's see what happens when I do this. I might have Bella help me with one of these. Just tell me what you see. That kind of stuff. She won't do it on camera. I know that. But it would be fun to have her interacting in this journal for the first time in a very long time. Our granddaughter, who's too cool for us. It's so sad. But we're getting there. She'll grow out of it. We'll be cool again if we're still around. If we can outlast her. I kind of just like that. Now, what can I do with this? All right, where's my picture? I kind of want to use this too, though. Oh, wait a second. Okay, what if I, because these are already kind of ovalish, and I can attach them to this. Kind of make like a two-piece cluster. There's 3 of them that I could possibly use. Kind of like that. This one's not quite ovally-ish, but if I exaggerate the cutting, it might be enough to make it ovalish. Put him, I don't want them all in the same place. That. This was just one of the Halloween pieces that I just photocopied in black and white. It was orange and black. And voila. I'm using it at Christmas. Now. Oh, yes. Sometimes people. I know this isn't really Christmassy, but in my world, if you read all the like the reason why pages where I'm using the like the mind mapping with a map and saying where I saw like all this in New York, saw it all, it does kind of say, okay, that says Christmas, and like every page will be influenced by a Christmas cover, so I think I'm okay with it not being in your face. Red, green, gold, whatever. I'm full of Christmas trees. And I can still participate in a very fun project. And I have learned so much about what I like. What I like doing. I like it all. But what I like doing is this. Okay. I don't think I'm going to put any mint green. But we have the red of the suits, the white of the beards, and the fur on his suits, the black of his boots, the oval shape of the beards. How do we put Subway on here? If I only had Subway washi tape. Or do I need to add this? Oh. Partridge in a pear tree. I might cut little tiny strips and add a few more little strips here. Again, this is really thick. I don't want them all the same size. I might like do that, kind of join these two together. Maybe like that to join these two. And these two are joined right there. Okay. Could these be the Subway rails? Yes, they can. That's what we're doing. Okay, we're cutting these in half. Subway rails. And that actually gives it a little bit more art zhuzh in my world, in my head. And it just adds a little bit of coolness. I don't think I'm going to put these all the way across. Just like that. Yes! I love this. This has been so much fun. You know, I have the ultimate achievement in every one of my journals is fun. And reading your comments and spending time knowing that you guys are watching these videos too is a lot of the fun too for me. But this one really has it has freed my artistic expression, I think. It really has. And I know I've said that a lot lately, but it just astounds me on how much it has really freed me. Oh my God. Love it. I mean, we could even put teeny tiny ones up here. Let's do that. Because there's many lines. You got the R and the T and the whatever lines in the 1 and the 4. I think this one's almost gone. This one is too. Loving this. Really, really loving this. God, it's not on right all the way. We better let that dry better. Okay. Voila. Voila. See? It even blends well. I mean, I could put this right here and you would know exactly what I was doing. Hello. So much fun. Ah, it's the little things in life, people, right? Okay. December 16. Black, red, ovals, tracks. Yes. I think we now have more on this, the done pile than we do on the to-do pile. This one is really going to be challenging. Should I? Oh, you know what? Let's work on this tomorrow. I just got a brainstorm. It's so dark. I don't even know when this one is from. I think 1939? Something. I don't know. It's so dark. But the blue from the title, the angel, and she's blowing a trumpet. He or she's blowing a trumpet. But there's a tiny, like, clock tower. It almost looks like Big Ben. So maybe we could do, like, blue, really dark, some kind of trumpet shape, and time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the one we're doing tomorrow. Do I go ahead and paint this a dark gray? Oh, dear. I'm going to train these guys tonight. So because that's a really problematic scene, but it'll be fine once it gets trained. I don't think I'm going to paint. I think I'm going to use paper because I've got a couple muddy sheets, even the ones that we just went through. Or that can be even muddier. I might muddy them up a little bit more. Like this, and just add a lot more. Like a really, really, I mean, you can see building lines in there. You probably can't here, but building lines, and they're kind of like just light shining on them a tiny bit. I'm going to work on this and let it dry overnight. Okay, that's our plan. We're sticking to it. We're done. We had a lot of fun. Long video, I think, because I added sections to it. Put this back up. Don't fall over a washi tape container, please. And so much fun. Now, let's train this guy. See you all tomorrow. Bye.